It's SEC baseball from Baum-Walker Stadium in Fayetteville. Another nice and windy day at the old ballpark as the third-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks look to finish off a sweep of the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Arkansas got a really good get out of the transfer portal from Ohio State and Landon Beidelshees. And again, kind of all that he's been talked up to be.
All extended his hitting streak yesterday to 14 straight games with a single in the fifth. He sends this one to deep right field. He'll start the game with a long ball today. It felt like all weekend long the Gamecocks needed a bit of a boost, and maybe that was a nominee from Nathan Hall to begin the game against Zach Root. That ball's tagged to center. Thomas Jr. is going to glide back, and he's still going back. Had to make a leaping catch and finished in the fence. Win, but Ethan Petrie with 5 home runs is going to blister one into center for a base hit. That was tattooed at 111 off his bat. And some good swings for the Gamecocks. Ground ball to second, gloved by Souza. And he will throw out Woita to end the inning, but
that's a dedicated dad right there.
Chopper into the shift, right to Tippett. And there's 2 gone.
These Arkansas hitters.
That one's dumped out to right, and again, that's maybe a ball with the wind blowing in that an outfielder's playing shallow and makes the catch on, but with Petrie playing deep, he's batted in. Hits one hard on the ground to second. Carry-on will gobble it up and throw out Cahillo, so that's 3 ground ball outs. Hogs going to hit, but do not score. They had 2 pitchers eat up a bunch of innings. Hollins smashes one to left. This ball's going to travel beyond the bullpen and gone. First home run of the season for Bo Hollins. The Gamecocks have hit a couple of shots and an early 2-0 lead for Carolina.
Long, but
Chop it to third. Nice scoop on the other end from Koschel on the throw from Iredale. Mission battles for this team was that backup catching spot. And Braylon will chop one that Iredale will come on and scoop. He had an extra second to straighten his feet and then throws to first to end the inning. So 3 in a row. Going to lift one in the air to center. This ball starts to carry. Does it have enough at the fence? And it is gone. Hall tried to make the grab. Helfrich had just enough to sneak it over the yellow line. Carried 399 feet. He needed every feet and every inch. And Arkansas is on the board with their 52nd homer of the year, and those wins may have aided that baseball just a bit, Troy.
Jet stream, and we're going to see multiple home runs today.
Look at him reach for that.
Really out in front of that ball. I thought Hall had this baseball. Let's see.
I did too.
Boy, it was really close. I couldn't tell if he jumped into the fence as he was going up.
Part of it's now their head coach. That's ball 4 to Hall. But when you lose the first 2, you might really jumble things up. Arkansas has been really good at turning 2. There's one on to first, double play. 6-4-3 DP. Yeah, the ice, that makes sense. Right down the middle, strike 3 called. Scobie must have been sitting on something else.
A lot of confidence in himself on the mound right now.
That ball's driven to left field. It's going to start to carry with the wind to the wall. Goodbye! Back-to-back games. Davalon has homered. He's hit more home runs this year, 7, than he struck out 6. That's amazing, and this game is tied at 2.
And again, I think this pitch is a little bit more elevated. You can see it just didn't have the fade that Evans Jr. has gotten on his other pitches, but you're right, it got up in the jet stream and just carried out.
What were you saying about solo home runs? We've had 4 of them.
Yeah.
He's in swing mode. Smash up the middle, diving stop by the second baseman, Carry On, and Maxwell on pitch number 12 gets a base hit. Set to run. Payoff pitch on the way. Hit hard off the glove of the shortstop, Tippett. It's going to roll into left center. Cahillo with a huge turnaround first, and Troy, that's BABIP right there. That's 104. That's a ball that a shortstop has a chance to make a play on, but it's wave and a miss. Evans Jr. wins the battle. That's not the case. Here's Petrie leading off the 4th inning, lifting one to center. The wind's working this one back near the fence. Thomas Jr. had it measured. Carolina 4th inning. Up the middle and through for a base hit, so Hollins 2 for 2 getting the start.
3-0 count, green light.
That. And a wave and a miss. So he went with the fastball and Stone Bouquet to end the inning. So addressing the plate umpire by his first name, Hank. Well, that is ball 4.
Baseman and shortstop's coming in.
Runner going, and that was hit to no man's land. Carrion has to retrace his steps and able to do so to retire Helfrich. He was going over towards West Virginia won yesterday. That was punched in the left of base hit. Maybe it was hit too hard. Koschel turns third. He's going to try to score. Here's the threat of the plate, and out at the dish is Koschel. Nice tag from Braylon. Still 2 outs and 2 strikes. But punched in the right of base hit. Souza's going to turn second. Arkansas has lost enough potential runners this inning. He'll stop. Davalon smokes one to right. Petrie will make the catch. So Arkansas hit a couple of balls hard. Didn't score, though, Troy, because of a play at the plate.
The guys at the bottom of the order.
And that is a leadoff walk.
I think they're going to take it slow.
Here's a bunt that is, I think that's a fair ball. Helfrich's going to sling one to first off the bat of Braylon. That ball either ricocheted twice. I thought it almost was going to come down on top. Usually you're doomed at one point. Hall drives one to shallow left field. Davalon comes in, makes a dive, but I don't know if he dropped the baseball or not.
Yeah, he dropped a baseball. That's Will Van Rappenhorst is said no catch out there. I think he said it just died out there.
Did he roll? Yeah, that ball squirted. See, he's rolling on it right now. You can't see it from behind home plate until right there, and ball kicked loose. Wave and a miss. Chance to pick a runner back at first. I have no idea where Hall was going. And Souza's going to apply the tag a couple of times. What in the world just took place?
Watch this pitch. Hall takes off, and then he goes, uh-oh, I'm in no man's land. Helper's trying to figure out what to do with the baseball. But right here, Koschel, the runner takes off from second to third. You've got to throw that ball to third base and get the lead runner.
2-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. So a K ends the inning, an opportunity for the Gamecocks that goes by the boards. He's bounced to short today. See what he gets, 3-2. Hammers one by. Scobie at third. That ball was tattooed again, and Arkansas has their leadoff base runner on base in the 5th inning. Base hit in the 3rd. Couple of singles today. Ambushed that pitch and smokes it towards the Loge boxes and out of play. Oh boy. How about a catcher's interference for your bingo card? Here's Kahio Aloy. That one grazed him, and the wheels are starting to come a little bit loose right now for the Gamecocks. Some pitches. That ball's lifted in the air to right field. Petrie going back, nearing the wall. He makes the catch. Aloy will tag and score. Arkansas has taken the lead, but they were that close to 4 scoring on one swing. Braylon sets up in, ground ball up the middle, should be 2, but there's a bobble! And an out is recorded, but Maxwell will score. Shortstop. And that one's popped up and should end the frame. Tip it underneath it. Catch made, inning over. Arkansas gets a couple of runs on one single in the wonder. Meanwhile, Ben Bybee on to throw, and we saw Bybee midweek. To me, it was the best that he has looked. It was on Tuesday night. He went the day. Maybe not so much there. 0-2. That caught too much of the plate, and Scobie singles. That's one you like. Ground ball to short. Vahiva's able to backhand it. Quick release. Throws to second for a force. They made that reasonably close at first, and there was not a double play bouncer, but another really. Wood awaiting on the 1-2. Another ground ball. This time it's Souza. That's going to be a tough play to second base. Back to first. My goodness, the Razorbacks turn another one. That was not a tailor-made DP, and somehow Souza and Aloy pulled it off.
That ball was hit pretty sharp. And watch Souza have to go to his left, throws a strike to Aloy, and another strike back to Koschel. Runs the big right-hander out of Littleton, Colorado. He's going to sit in the upper 90s, Brett. And
that was the fastball, and that's it. Ripped down the line in left. That ball is going to go all the way to the bullpen. Picked up by Davalon. Hollins to third, into second with a double to Stone, and the Gamecocks are in business in the top of the 7th.
It was a really good sweeping breaking ball. He's not afraid to throw that down and into right-handers. Seen tons of success, and
That one's laced to the gap in right center field. A 2-strike hit that's going to chase home a couple of runs to tie the game and tip it in, standing at second base. Tied at 4. The ball kicks away. And corner is expecting bunt. That one's popped up. And Coyle will make the catch, albeit right in the heel of that glove. Wave and a miss. That pitch had some tilt and some depth to it. Carry on 0 for 3. A chopper to third. Low scoop by Iredale. He flips across the diamond. Somehow Arkansas gets out of that inning with no further damage done, but Carolina ties things up. Stretch time at Baum-Walker. Big pitch. Payoff. Tattooed to right, traveling right to Petrie. That was absolutely blistered. Well, he found some vacated real estate. And it continues the inning for Ryder Helfrich.
On the defense, if you can just get to second base.
Another ball hit in the air that should be an easy can of corn for Hall. He will make the catch. The inning ends, and Arkansas leaves a runner. They stranded 9 today.
It wasn't a strike.
And that's high. And that's ball 4.
Just a great
ground ball past Kojal. Well, that was another ground ball, but that one goes as a hit, and there's runners on the corners.
Just one out.
And Bo Hollins has had good swings today. If this one stays in play, it'll be a break. Finding the seats, and Nolan Souza didn't give up on that baseball when Kojal was in no man's land. What a break for the Razorbacks. What a heads-up play from Souza. Had a big double in the 7th, and he was hit by a pitch. We're number 13, bases full of Gamecocks. Popped up. Tell you what, someone needs to come help Helfrich too. He'll backpedal and make the catch. 2 pop-ups with runners on base. The Gamecocks leave them loaded. Arkansas. Well, ball 4. See Braylon set up a little bit out. That pitch caught too much of the plate. Lifted high in the air, deep left field. When this one lands, the Razorbacks will take the lead. Goodbye. Justin Thomas Jr. swinging 0-2. And that was a pitch Sweeney would like to have back. And the Razorbacks are in front 6-4.
Brett, how about a 41-degree exit angle? That was hit right up the chute. Watch this thing just get up. He just golfs this thing. The second it left the bat, boy, he knew it was out. Landed right in the middle of the seats.
Why bunt when you can hit tanks?
There you go.
Another liner to left, another base hit, another multi-hit game. Put Charles Davalon on repeat. Bet against Rewind. Yanked that again, didn't he? Kind of holding on to that just a little extra.
I think he's just maybe trying to.
Maxwell's going to do it again. That's a good one. Scobie's a good third baseman, throwing on the run. Nice play. So we've talked all year about how Cahill Illinois hits the ball harder than anybody in the country, and I think that's a wise move. The infield had crept in, and I the minute they bunted, I thought they're just going to put him on, but the infield came in, Troy, and I'm thinking, drives another one in the air to right field. This ball's got some carry. Petrie at the wall, leaping high. 4 will score on an Oppo grand slam from Brent Iredale. He just about got the same pitch out of the 5th. This time he hit it into the bullpen. And the Kangaroos are happy in the hog pen. It's a 10-4 game, and that's separation on one big swing. And Troy, that's now 5 straight SEC games where Arkansas scored in double figures.
Yeah, it got up over Petrie. Great effort by Ethan out there, but again, just a little too much carry. I think on a windy day, it might have kept that one in the yard.
Helfrich skies one to left field. This ball's headed towards the hog pen. Goodbye. Second home run of the game from Ryder Helfrich. He's had a big series. And Arkansas has scored 7 runs on 3 mighty swings in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Was pretty high. How about 44-degree exit angle? You see, as it came off the bat, it literally just almost went straight up by Ryder Helfrich. You talk about a home run that had some hang time, Brett. That was up in the air for a long, long time.
Sure was. Yes, it
99
was.
on the board. We're going to go with TrackMan on that one. Now you might see about an 88-mile-an-hour slider.
That should be good enough and is. Strike 3.
It's like a younger clone of Jackson.
So liner into right, base hit. Hall gets his 3rd hit of the day. There's a lot to like about Nathan Hall. 8 hits in SEC play before this afternoon. Playable in center for Thomas Jr. And the Gamecocks down to their final out. 2-strike pitch. Wave and a miss. Arkansas sweeps the series. They're 19-0 at home. Kisses for everyone, and it's the best start in program history through 25 games. A 23-2 start for the Hogs.
A good win for Arkansas against a good South Carolina team. They're going to have a lot of success in South Carolina in this conference. But again, Arkansas taking care of business and just exploding at the plate with big home runs. The power and the average is just exceptional, Brett.
5 homers today, another double-digit scoring output for the Razorbacks.